Discover 10 amazing animes you can watch on Crunchyroll right now in this 5th volume. I've included links to the previous videos in this series in the description. Let's get started. Tasuketsu. Fate of the Majority takes us into a post-apocalyptic world where the population has mysteriously vanished. A group of 5 people is brought together by a mysterious emperor who forces them into a deadly game with a single question: do you want to live or die? The rule is simple. The majority decides. It's a life or death survival game that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's been a while since I've seen a survival game anime with such a shocking start. The series blends elements of psychological thriller, science fiction, and drama, creating a unique and addictive experience. The storyline unfolds gradually, revealing the game's secrets and the Emperor's motives bit by bit. The characters are complex and multifaceted, each with their own fears, desires, and motivations. As the game progresses, the relationships between the characters grow increasingly tense, testing their loyalty and humanity. The animation is high quality, and the soundtrack perfectly complements the series' tense atmosphere. If you enjoy anime with original plots and unexpected twists, Tasuketsu is a series you won't want to miss. Charlotte immerses us in a world where a small percentage of the population develops supernatural abilities during puberty. Yuo Tosaka, our protagonist, is one of them, and at first, he uses his power for personal gain. However, his life takes an unexpected turn when he meets Naotomori, a girl with a painful past and a clear mission to protect those with special abilities. What makes Charlotte stand out is its seamless blend of comedy, drama, and science fiction. The series starts with a light-hearted, comedic tone, introducing us to a group of students with unique powers and their amusing interactions. But as the story progresses, the characters face increasingly complex and emotionally charged situations, exploring themes like loss, identity, and belonging. One of Charlotte's greatest strengths is its character development. Beyond their supernatural powers, each character has a well-defined story and personality, making them feel real and relatable. The relationship between Yu and Nao is one of the central elements of the story, evolving meaningfully over the episodes. Although Charlotte has some pacing issues and narrative choices that might spark debate, it's overall a highly recommended series. Its ability to make you laugh and cry at the same time, along with its message about the importance of friendship and personal growth, makes it an ideal choice for fans of school-themed anime with a sci-fi twist. Taking advantage of a post-apocalyptic setting, the anime DEDEDEDE, The Day Destruction plunges us into a world overrun by zombies and strange creatures where humanity fights to survive. The story follows a young girl named Kagura who, along with her friends, faces hordes of the undead and a mysterious organization seeking to control the world. What makes this anime stand out is its unique blend of absurd comedy, frantic action, and exaggerated gore, with a distinct animation style that will remind you of works like FLCL. The humor is dark and sarcastic, with comic situations emerging from the most unexpected moments. The action is intense and visceral, featuring blood-soaked, violent battles, balanced by camera scenes where the dialogue demands close attention. The gore, while present, is exaggerated and humorous, avoiding explicitness. If you're looking for a series that keeps you entertained and makes you laugh, this is an excellent choice. Protocol. Rain immerses us in the exciting world of esports, a stage where competition and friendship intertwine. The story follows Shun Tokinoya, a young man who, after a personal loss, decides to leave his love for video games behind. However, when the esports cafe where he works is threatened by death, Shun is forced to revive his passion and form a team to compete in a prestigious championship. What makes Protocol Rain stand out is its ability to capture the excitement and intensity of gaming gaming competitions. The virtual battles are presented in a dynamic and visually engaging way, making the viewer feel like part of the action. Additionally, the series realistically explores the challenges and sacrifices faced by professional gamers, as well as the importance of teamwork and personal growth. The characters in Protocol Rain are another of its strong points. Sean is a charismatic and relatable protagonist, while his teammates bring a variety of personalities and skills that enrich the group dynamic. The series also takes time to develop relationships between the characters, building emotional connections that make us care about their well-being. Here's an interesting anime for you. Nagi no AZUKARA immerses us in a world where humanity is divided between those who live in the sea and those who dwell on land. This unique premise allows for an exploration of themes like identity, love, loss, and connection with nature. The story focuses on a group of childhood friends who live in an underwater village. When their school closes, they must transfer to a school on the surface, setting off a series of life-changing events. One of the series' highlights is its captivating animation, capturing the beauty of both the underwater world and the surface. The soundtrack perfectly complements each scene, creating an atmosphere that deepens the narrative. The characters are complex and multifaceted, each with their own struggles and desires. The relationship between the protagonists is the heart of the story, and their growth throughout the episodes fosters connection and maturity. The anime addresses profound themes in a sensitive and even poetic way, exploring the challenges of growing up and building meaningful relationships. Nagi no AZUKARA is a series that will make you reflect on your own life and the connections you build with others. It's a story of love, loss, and hope that will leave you with a feeling of nostalgia and melancholy. GOSICK transports us to an elegant and mysterious European world of the early 20th century. The story centers on Kazuya Kujo, a Japanese exchange student who arrives at Sainte Marguerite Academy, where he meets Victorique de Blois, an enigmatic young woman with a brilliant mind and a gothic appearance. Together, they become involved in a series of mysterious cases that test their deductive skills. What I love most about GOSICK is its Victorian atmosphere, with investigative subplots that gradually reveal connections to Victorique's life. The setting is exquisite, featuring snowy landscapes, old mansions, and an aristocratic society filled with secrets. The mysteries are complex and invite the viewer to join in the investigation, sparking curiosity while providing clever and satisfying solutions. Victorique is one of the most fascinating characters in anime. Her intelligence, eccentric personality, and love for chocolate make her an unforgettable protagonist. The relationship between Victorique and Kazuya is another highlight, as it develops gradually and realistically, showing a deep connection built on mutual respect and admiration. If you enjoy mystery anime with gothic aesthetics and complex characters, GOSICK is a series you won't want to miss. Its blend of intrigue, romance, and touches of humor makes it an anime you can't afford to skip. DANDADAN immerses us in a world where the supernatural and the mundane hilariously collide. Momo, a medium, and Okarun, a UFO enthusiast, find themselves caught up in a series of paranormal events that challenge their beliefs. She doesn't believe in extraterrestrial life, and he doesn't believe in spirits or curses, but they both end up accepting these new realities. Momo gets abducted by aliens who seek her virginity to evolve, awakening incredible powers within her, while Okarun ends up losing his male member due to a curse that transforms him into something that defies universal laws. What stands out in DANDADAN is its unique blend of comedy, action, and supernatural elements. The series isn't afraid to poke fun at the tropes of horror and science fiction genres, creating comedic and absurd situations that will have you laughing out loud. Despite its light-hearted tone, DANDADAN also features moments of tension and emotion that keep you on the edge of your seat. Momo and Okarun are an unlikely pair that complements each other perfectly, and their interactions are always entertaining. If you enjoy anime with absurd humor, relentless action, and a healthy dose of the paranormal, DANDADAN is a series you won't want to miss. Darwin's Game immerses us in a world where an innocuous mobile game turns into a fight for survival. Kanami Sudu, an average high school student, is invited to try out a new app called Darwin's Game, unaware that he will be caught in a deadly game where participants gain supernatural abilities known as curses. What stands out in Darwin's Game is its survival game premise, combined with various mechanics that contrast the desperation of its participants and how they evolve for their own survival. The series blends elements of battle royale, psychological thriller, and action, creating a unique and addictive experience. As players engage in death matches, the plot becomes increasingly complex, unveiling the dark secrets behind the game and the motivations of its creators. Kanami, the protagonist, is an inexperienced young man who must learn to survive in this new world. As the story progresses, he joins a group of players who become his allies and friends, gradually transforming into someone who can manipulate the game to his advantage. If you're looking for an exciting and adrenaline-filled story, don't hesitate to give it a chance. Now let's dive into an anime filled with melancholy and melodies that will tug at your emotions. It begins with a musical theme that will captivate you. I present to you Guilty Crown, an anime that transports us to a near-future Japan under the influence of an oppressive organization following a supernatural event known as the Lost Christmas. Shu Uma, a shy young man, becomes embroiled in a rebellion and acquires a mysterious power that allows him to extract something called void from people, materializing their deepest desires. The plot, while sometimes confusing, offers a fascinating reflection on the nature of power and the consequences of our wishes. Shu, as the protagonist, is a complex character who evolves throughout the series, facing his own inner demons. We see how his personality transforms as the story progresses, with Shu rising to lead an entire organization. It's one of those animes that will gradually break you down until you're emotionally shattered. If you enjoy anime with striking visuals, an epic soundtrack, and a storyline that makes you reflect, Guilty Crown is a series you must watch. Many people think being a taxi driver is a simple job of taking someone from point A to point B. However, this story shows us that it's much more complex and allows us to delve deep into the stories of each passenger. Odi Taxi immerses us in a quirky Tokyo inhabited by anthropomorphic animals. Our protagonist, Hiroshi Odokawa, a solitary walrus taxi driver, becomes embroiled in an increasingly complex plot following the disappearance of a young student. Through his conversations with the various passengers who get into his cab, Odokawa uncovers a mystery, piecing together the situation from the different perspectives of his passengers as he begins to map out the events. The series combines elements of mystery, psychological thriller, and drama, drawing us in and igniting our curiosity. As the episodes progress, the pieces of the puzzle start to fit together, revealing a conspiracy much larger than it initially appeared. With his introverted and observant personality, Odokawa serves as the thread that ties the story together. The other characters, from the mysterious idol to the obsessed detective, add depth and richness to the plot. If you love mystery stories involving detectives solving puzzles and cases, ODD Taxi has everything you need to satisfy that craving. We've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations for what to watch, let me know in the comments. Share this with your friends and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted every time we upload a new video. A shout out to the patrons you see on screen. See you in the next video.